My name is Daniel, and I'm not your average government insider. For years, I've lived with a secret that gnawed at my conscience. A secret that, if exposed, could change the world as we know it. It all began in the darkest corners of classified government programs, where I stumbled upon a chilling truth that would forever alter the course of my life. I was a low-level analyst working at an obscure government agency that nobody outside the intelligence community had ever heard of. My job mostly involved sifting through mountains of data and keeping an eye on geopolitical developments. Little did I know that my mundane existence would lead me down a rabbit hole I could never have anticipated. It started with a seemingly innocuous email that landed in my inbox late one evening. The subject line was a jumble of numbers and letters, but the sender's address was unmistakably internal. The email contained a series of encrypted attachments and a cryptic message. For your eyes only. Handle with extreme caution. My curiosity got the better of me, and I began decrypting the files. As I opened them one by one, my disbelief grew with each passing moment. The documents revealed a secret government initiative known as Project Lazarus. At first glance, it appeared to be a contingency plan for a zombie apocalypse. I couldn't believe my eyes. This was the stuff of Hollywood horror movies, not a classified government project. But the more I delved into the documents, the more convinced I became that Project Lazarus was very real. The files detailed a comprehensive strategy for dealing with a hypothetical zombie outbreak. There were sections on containment, quarantine protocols, and even weaponized pathogens designed to neutralize the undead. It was as if someone in the government had taken the concept of a zombie apocalypse deadly seriously. As I dug deeper, I uncovered a web of secret research facilities scattered across the country, each dedicated to studying the virus responsible for reanimating the dead. The government had gone to great lengths to keep these facilities hidden from the public eye, disguising them as abandoned military bases or research outposts. The question that haunted me was why? Why would the government invest so much time and resources into preparing for a threat that, by all accounts, seemed implausible? I had to know more, and so I began a covert investigation of my own. I reached out to a few trusted colleagues, those who had a reputation for questioning the status quo. Together, we formed a tight-knit group determined to uncover the truth behind Project Lazarus. We operated under the radar, using encrypted communications and meeting in secret locations. One of our first breakthroughs came when we managed to locate an insider within one of the clandestine research facilities. This whistleblower, who we'll call Sarah, had grown disillusioned with the government's secrecy and was willing to risk everything to expose the truth. Sarah shared shocking details about the experiments being conducted at the facility. They were testing various pathogens on animals, trying to understand how the reanimation process worked and, more importantly, how to counteract it. It was clear that the government believed this threat was not only real, but potentially catastrophic. As we continued our investigation, we realized that Project Lazarus was more than just a contingency plan. It was an obsession, a dark obsession that had consumed some of the most powerful individuals within the government. We discovered that a secret council of high-ranking officials, known as the Conclave, oversaw the project. These shadowy figures held immense influence and answered to no one but themselves. Our group managed to infiltrate one of the Conclave's secret meetings, thanks to a mole we had planted within the government. What we witnessed that night sent shivers down our spines. The Conclave members discussed not only the reanimation virus, but also the potential global consequences of a zombie outbreak. They spoke of implementing martial law, establishing quarantine zones, and even enacting a plan to evacuate key government officials to undisclosed safe havens. It was clear that they believed a zombie apocalypse was not a matter of if, but when. As the days turned into weeks, our investigation grew riskier. The government was closing in on us and the pressure was mounting. We knew that we had to act quickly, or our quest for the truth would come to a sudden and violent end. In a daring move, we decided to release the classified documents we had acquired to the public. We reached out to a journalist we trusted, providing them with all the evidence we had gathered. The story was explosive, and it spread like wildfire across news outlets worldwide. For a brief moment, the government's secrets were laid bare for all to see.